Yo, what's good with it? It's your boy Sam Noble, man. All praise to the Most High, Yahuwah Elohim, by way of His only begotten Son, Yahushua Hamashiach, who this world knows as Jesus Christ. Let's get into this real quick, right? Because I be seeing a lot of this stuff floating around the internet. You know what I mean? From the woke individuals, the fake woke crowd, the awakened ones. You know what I'm saying? Spreading that good consciousness for us. So let's look into it, and see what some of this stuff be talking about. Somebody got to speak on it, right? It say Adam is an atom, Eve is an electron. The story is mythology based on life beginning with the splitting of the atom. So what do? Right off of the back, we can see that we got some word correlation going on, right? We got some smart individual, somebody who's reading science book. They said Adam sounds like atom. They said life begins with atoms and molecules. You know what I mean? And um, and it sounds like atom. Didn't life start with atom? Oh snap! So electron, right? It don't sound like Eve at all, right? But it do start with an E. Okay, starts with an E. You know what I mean? So then that was significant of Eve. Signifying Eve. So, and it's using this to say that the story is about it's myth, and this is what it really means, right? It really means really talking about these deeper things of science and all of that stuff, right? Based on life beginning with the splitting of an atom, as electrons are the rib of the atom. So let's go. So he talking about the splitting of an atom, right? So atoms, when it comes to the term atom, that term was like formed around what, like 400 or some BC. You understand? And the reason why the term was formed is because initially they didn't think an atom could be split. You understand? So the term atom or atomos or something of that nature, you know what I mean, started with the Greeks. They believed that, an atom couldn't be deduced to anything smaller than it, so it couldn't be split. So for them to say that the Bible, which was already written and in circulation and being practiced and being understood, um, by the time the Greeks came on the scene, is writing about the splitting of an atom, it's a lot of problems with that. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of problems with that because, like I said, the term atom wasn't even coined; was coined way later. You know what I'm saying? After the Bible was written. And when it was coined, it's a word that literally means it cannot be split. So, what you would have to be telling me is these individuals who wrote the Bible, they had some scientific knowledge that we didn't have. Now, understand, this is coming from the same people. These are the same people who are going to tell you that the Bible was written by men, it wasn't inspired by God and everything, right? And it wasn't inspired by God. It was written by men. They didn't have a lot of knowledge. They didn't have a lot of understanding about science and different things of that nature. These are the same people who going to tell you that it's really deeper and it's really scientific and so they very contradictory in everything that they say. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so you see they trying to connect stuff with word correlation. Let's continue. It says as electrons are the rib of the atom. So, electrons are not the rib of an atom. That's just something that they made up. Okay? Yes, electrons are found within an atom, but other things are found within an atom, like neutrons and different things of that. We only talking about atoms that bringing forth life. We don't go into speaking on other molecules and elements that go into a lot of these things. They only want to focus on what they can try to make some type of weird correlation to try to make something sound good, right? Let's continue. God is the good of you, your higher mind, the cerebellum, and the devil is the evil of your lower mind, or excuse me, the cerebrum, and the devil is the evil of your lower mind, the cerebellum. Once again, we got more word correlation, right? And so it just shows you the ignorance of these people. They supposed to be so woke, right? This is deep stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? This is deep stuff right here. But yet they think that God is the good of you. See, God is one O, good is two O's. If you put a D in front of evil, you get devil. You know what I'm saying? And not really understanding that, you have to go to the, when you're talking about the Bible, you have to understand that you have to get to the original text. These things was written in, depending on where you read in that, it was written in either Hebrew or Greek, you know what I'm saying? And, the term for God in Hebrew is not God, or it's not even pronounced that way. It's Elohim or Elohim. You understand what I'm saying? The devil is referred to as many different names in the scriptures. You understand? But so you look at a transliteration or translated word that have made some correlations between good and God and the devil and evil and all of those things, but they don't come from the text, bro. They don't come from the text. It wasn't written in that way. It didn't say Eve. It didn't say God. You know what I'm saying? These things were you got to understand, the scriptures came through many different languages, and so there's a lot of things that came through. We going through Hebrew to the Greek to the Latin. You know what I'm saying? To the English. Like, that's a lot of things a lot of language that we going through, that's going to cause a lot of the linguistic pronunciation, spelling, and all of those things with these words to come off differently. You know what I mean? Just like y'all hear me say in my videos all the time. All praise to Yahuwah by way of his only begotten son, Yahushua Hamashiach, who the world knows as Jesus Christ. How you think the name Jesus came about? That wasn't his name. You understand? But it came about through transliteration, through the passage of different languages, down to where we have now. And you see how that went. You know what I'm saying? Um, so imagine if somebody was like, "Yeah, it's Jesus is really some other word that kind of sounds like Jesus or something." You know what I mean? That would be foolish, because they not understanding that they wasn't, when Christ was walking the earth, they wasn't even calling him Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It was calling him Yahushua. So this stuff, let's keep going. It's entertaining for me. But so God is the good of you, your higher mind, and the cerebellum. The devil is the evil of you, because those words look alike in English, even though the scriptures wasn't written in English. So your heaven is your head, the highest heaved up place of your body and your higher nature. So heaven, Head, 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 and heaven, Heav. You see the correlation? Yeah, So you can see that it almost sound the same. That's how you know it's talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous, right? The term for heaven, and in the Hebrew is shamayim. And see, the thing that's about this, that makes it real difficult and real frustrating for me, is like, y'all missing out on the true meaning and stuff of the scriptures. Like, to look into the term Adam for real, you know what I'm saying, and understanding its reference to man, and also some of the root words that it come from, Adama, and also having reference and correlation of meaning of the ground or the soil, signifying how God took us from the ground. You understand what I'm saying? Signifying the humble state of who man truly is to his creator, right? But this the type of stuff that wants to uplift you. You was made from the dirt. You would like to believe that it gets real spiritual, and you know what I'm saying, real mystical and everything, and powerful, or whatever it is that you're looking for. But listen, when you go and study the scriptures for yourself, and you allow the Bible to interpret itself, you begin to go back into looking into the actual Hebrew and the Greek text and different things of that nature. You can't really be deceived by this stuff, because these are people who are creating an understanding of the Bible in their own mind. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand, the Bible the Bible answers itself. I keep trying to tell people that. Stop trying to go into, oh, good, sounds like God, so head and heaven, and it's really an atom, and we electrons. And I just seen, and I'm gonna break that down too. I'm on y'all, because I saw that one. Are they talking about the 666 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons? I'm on y'all. I got a video for that too. Y'all just be saying anything. So he say the hell is your heel, or the lowest place of your body, and the lower nature. See, this is ridiculous. It's stuff like that. They don't even know that when you see the term hell in the scriptures, it's translated from about three different words in the Hebrew. It could be translated or in the Greek as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you have Sheol, you have that's translated as hell. You have the term where you see it say the pit, where they go down to the pit. That's also gets translated as hell. That also gets translated sometimes, right, as hell. Um, you have Sheol, you have Hades, you got Gehenna. You have a couple of words that when you look in your English Bible and you see the word hell, that word could have come from. You understand? So to just say hell is your no, you don't even know which hell. Which one you talking about? What verse, what chapter, what verse, what actual word are you referring to? Because you don't even know what word that was translated from. But you just, saying something ignorant because you could care less about the Bible for real. And I be wondering why these people really even beginning doing this stuff, because, it's just a hatred for the Most High and a hatred for the truth, or people really trying to go out here and people really want to be wise and to be more than they are. That's why the scriptures say, "Don't think yourself wiser than you are." You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, the scriptures say, anybody who want to be wise, let him become a fool, so that he can be wise. You feel me? I had to become a fool because, it was a lot of this stuff that, these things are going to uplift you. I'm gonna give you a key to realize, like how I just told you with the Adam thing and us being and coming from the dirt and the humility. The majority of the things that you gonna get in the woke so-called conscious though, or anything like that, I'm gonna tell you when it come from the Most High and when it don't. When it uplifts you and try to make you believe that you something more that you are, try to put you up to some higher status of being and so-called elevation of consciousness and all of this stuff. That's the type of stuff Satan do. He the one want to open up eyes. You understand? He the one wanted to open the consciousness of Eve and Adam. You understand? He wanted them to eat from his fruit so that they can see. Their eyes would be open. You understand? And what happened when their eyes was open? They began to perceive evil. They began to be able to be inhabited by evil. Their environment became toxic, became possessed, became demonic. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's Satan's goal to continue to have you pushed into more and more consciousness. More and more. Think about this, right? The Lord didn't even want for them to know what evil was. He didn't even want for them to have he wanted them to not know the knowledge of good and evil. Why? Because man can't handle that. We already look at what the knowledge of good and evil has brought us to now. Y'all want to continue to try to open up third eyes and go deeper into consciousness and all of it. It's not going. What it's going to do is bring you closer to your destruction. Every time man considers himself trying to elevate in some form of a God status, we always end up bringing destruction to ourselves, because you need to humble yourself before the Most High. You understand? And read His word. You feel me? Not get offline. You know what I'm saying? Even me, bro. Like, I make these videos for whoever come across them. But get offline. You feel me? Because that's what's gonna send you out. You need to study the word of God for yourself. You know what I mean? Get an understanding and really take it serious. Get around some people who serious about that thing. I guess we'll finish this up real quick. This video going longer than I thought it would, but the snake is electromagnetic energy, and the tree is your spine. The apple is consciousness. These people will have you accepting the snake. These people will have you looking, you know what I'm saying, wanting the snake to come and you will be embracing that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's really what you're doing. Whenever you embracing this stuff, you're embracing you're embracing the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. People who read this stuff and they believe this stuff, like the apple is kind of like whoever said that it was an apple or any of this stuff. You know what I mean? So people who believe this stuff, they eating from that tree as they are taking this in. And guess what? Everybody who eat from that tree is going to surely die. People don't even realize that there's only two trees to eat from. And you're going to either be rooted and grounded into the spirit of God, or the spirit of Satan and of this world. What tree you eating from? Because this ain't come from the scriptures. This was some stuff that was injected into the scriptures by somebody who don't know nothing about the scripture. You feel me? So the Kundalini energy means activating your pineal gland, hence conquering your own dragon. Y'all really want to know about Kundalini energy and activating your pineal gland? Do y'all really need to see that? Is that really what you want to be involved with? You know what I'm saying? That's really what you want? Because, the truth of the matter is, these people eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they opening themselves up to demonic energy. They running around here thinking that they're woke and conscious, so it's hard to even say anything to them. You feel what I'm saying? But they can't have them conversations with me because listen, we gonna put all things to the test. The scriptures say prove all things. You understand what I'm saying? And you can't use the Bible to prove none of this. You feel what I'm saying? These people just came up. They literally pulled it. I ain't gonna use no language, but they just pulled it out of a bad place, right? And then they brought it online. And there's people out there who also don't know nothing about the scriptures, and they're gonna see these type of things, and they're gonna believe themselves to be. I got feathers and stuff. I have a white cat. If y'all see my videos, man, I always got like fur and stuff on me because my cat. You feel me? But anyway, this video going on too long. Um, y'all need to stop with the woke stuff, man. Humble yourself. Seek the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He gives wisdom to those who are humble before Him. You know what I'm saying? Whose hearts is in the right place. You know what I mean? Stop trying to just fill this up. Put yourself in the right place and position and be able to receive from the Most High. Commune with Him. Get intimate with Him. Spend time with Him. Get offline. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to be able to come to Him. For real, and to get true understanding and to not be deceived by all of this stuff that's going on out here in this world, man. So, yeah, it's your boy Sam Noble, man. All praise to the Most High, Yahuwah Elohim, by way of His only begotten Son, Yahushua Hamashiach, who the world knows is Jesus Christ. I'm out, man.